Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 108 here on season 1. Today, we are talking about how do you change your risk profile on Stash Invest or Stash Retire. This question comes from Rob Power 72, and he asks, where can I find Defending America on the Stash app? Thank you. So obviously, he's probably in the conservative or moderate risk profile, and so he can't see Defending America ETF. So what's the purpose of changing? Well, first of all, I brought in this is the black mask, you know, the stuff that like put on your face and then you peel it off. So I think that we'll probably bring this on either tomorrow or the next day, kind of have a little bit of fun with it, try it out, anyways, that kind of stuff. So today I decided it was a microphone, but it's not. So anyways, what's the purpose of changing your risk portfolio? On the aggressive risk profile, you have all the ETFs that are available on Stash. So when it drops from there, so if you're like a moderate risk profile, then you're going to have less. You'll have a few less, and then on conservative, you'll have a few less than the moderate one. So it just kind of dwindles down. That way, you can only invest in ones that are going to be appropriate for that risk profile. However, to say all that, like, most people are like, oh man, well then I'm missing out on ETFs. Like, no, you're not, because if you're supposed to be a conservative investor, then you don't want to be investing into those super risky or high risk ETFs that could fluctuate a lot. So you want to be in that conservative, you want to be investing into those conservative ETFs. So you don't want to be distracted by one that, you know, you're like, hey, that sounds cool, like maybe I should invest into that one. Like, no, that's high risk, you don't want to be involved in that one. You know what I'm saying? So before you change your risk profile to an aggressive mix or even down to a conservative mix, I would recommend only changing your risk profile to an aggressive profile if you consider yourself to be an experienced investor. So if you're stuck in the moderate and you're like, how do I get to the aggressive? Or you're stuck in the conservative, you're like, how do I get to the moderate or aggressive? This is how you do it, but I would only change it if you're an experienced investor and know what you're doing and know how to limit risk. Basically, here's what Stash says in regards to changing your risk profile. Providing accurate and current information regarding your investment objectives, risk tolerance, liquidity requirements, and financial resources is an essential component of the client-advisor relationship and helps Stash to provide relevant information and investment suggestions to guide your investment decisions. So they're saying that if you were to change your risk profile, you may get other information that might not be suitable for what you're actually trying to accomplish. So you might be like, you know what, I just want those other ETFs in there to invest into them, but really I'm going to try to keep my account still as conservative as possible. That's all I'm saying. So you might get some different letter or different recommendations and that kind of stuff, different articles that are in regards to high risk investments instead of those conservative investments. Investing into higher risk ETFs can result in better gains, bigger and better gains. Basically, it can also result in those harsh losses. So you got to weigh the pros and the cons versus changing the profile. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at how you would change your account. So if you look at my phone here first, let's go ahead and open up on Stash. This is my first time using this this one. Right now I got an 8.75% return. But anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to settings and you're going to go to edit profile, and then you will go to suitability questions. And what you're going to do is you're going to change what's your investing style to the aggressive. And then you're also going to change how much you make in a year. So you're going to change from, like, if you're down here and one of these ones, you're going to change to over 100,000, and then you are going to click save, and then you are going to back out, and then you are going to close and reopen Stash, and your portfolio now should say that you are an aggressive investor. So before it said that I was a moderate investor, and I'll show you how that happened. So conservative and under 25,000, save, close, open, log in, account. Now I'm moderate. So I'm going to go ahead and change it back to aggressive here in a little bit, but that's how you do it. So if you want to change to a conservative, I think conservative is also based upon your age. I haven't been able to successfully change it to a conservative portfolio, but however, that's to say that it's not possible. I just think that your age also comes into play in regards to being your risk profile. So that's how you do it. If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to post it down below, and I will try to do my best to respond to those, or come out with a video on how I can better help serve you. Let's go ahead and dive into the question of the day, and that is, which continents have you been to? And I actually have only been to one continent, which is the North American continent, which is where I live. I've been to Hawaii, which is not part of a continent. It's just kind of floating out in the middle of the ocean. Well, not floating, but it's out in the middle of the ocean. Other than that, I've pretty much been in North America. I've traveled to Puerto Rico, which is still in the Gulf a little bit. I mean, it's off the coast of Florida. So, honestly, that's my experience in traveling. I would love to get out and go to a different continent. My brother right now is in Germany, so I think that we do eventually plan on going over there. We just got to save up some money so that way we can make that possible. Anyways, if you guys have any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, or Robinhood, as well as general investing advice, business, Etsy, or coaching, feel free to post those down below, and I will get them on the next episode. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe up here and check out the top 3 ETFs for Stash Invest, and then check out this other video right here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.